All right, everybody. There's some new news dropped from Sean O'Brien down at Rochester CCG pertaining to the retro format, the Rochester Retro format. So it looks like after the Nats and Worlds retro tournaments, we had some, I guess, suspension adds to the list. They've taken stuff. Suspension is kind of cool because they could ban things and then re-add them later on if the format allows it to. So it looks like we got 5 new cards: Colossus's Thermal Blast, Devil Jin, Ken, and re-adding on to the suspension list are Shiva and Goro. So these are the new 5. These go into effect March 1st of 2025. 2025 is the year of retro. Sean is trying to curate the best list possible to get the most people playing and in the most enjoyable retro experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at the post on Discord that Sean posted. He says, "Hello, Rochester Retro players. Sean O'Brien with Rochester CCG. The number of events in the books and some data in hand. I'm here to announce our first changes to Rochester Retro. What is Rochester Retro? Rochester Retro is an eternal format for the UniVersus created by Rochester CCG. Thanks, shoutouts to them. It exists to bridge the gap between the retro card pool and the experience of modern UniVersus. Starting today, the Rochester Retro community has taken an active step to curate the retro metagame by publishing a suspended list. Suspended cards cannot be played in Rochester Retro events while they remain on the list. We will update the list every 2 months in response to the conditions in the Rochester Retro format." So that's super cool because that means that we won't sit like months and months in the same poopy format, kind of like sometimes how we do in Standard, where we think they're going to ban Twisting Azure Inferno and then they don't. So yeah, so the basic rules for retro: which sets are permitted, which cards are banned, errated, how cards work, are defined by UniVersus games, uh, and will only change through official channels. What is changing? Effective March 1st, the following cards are suspended: Colossus' Thermal Blast, Devil Jin, Shiva, Goro, Ken 2. What should I expect for the future of my suspended cards? Suspended cards are not gone forever. This is the cool thing, right? Like, if you enjoy playing those characters, um, like Shiva, Goro, one, okay, but please try something else. But like Ken 2, I know a lot of people love Ken 2, so so he's not gone forever. The Rochester Retro Committee will evaluate every suspended card between announcements. Our goals with the suspension list include to refresh the metagame and provide an opportunity to play something new. To promote the kind of dynamic, surprising gameplay that makes UniVersus the best game and reduce the frequency of lopsided non-games. Uh, I had a couple of these. Me and Tam were playing at Nationals. It was his Ken 2 versus my Kotal Khan deck, and we just took turn 2 in each other, games 1 and 2, and then like those games were non-games, and then like everything else, like the third game took like 20 minutes because we weren't drawing attacks. But yeah, like the non-game thing kind of is poopy. To gather data about how players react to the new metagames with some long-term landmarks removed, these goals can be satisfied by a short break from a powerful effect such as by its permanent removal. Suspended cards will never come back different than they were before, as has been the case of several characters. Other cards that were banned then reprinted with the power level errata. The members of the committee will have their own opinions about the duration of any given suspension. We do not intend to offer any guidance about whether a given suspension may have a shorter or longer duration, except that updates will come every other month. That's really cool. That it's going to be every 2 months, to keep just keep it fresh. In general, we intend to primarily suspend character cards. It's easy to tell if someone is playing with a suspended character, or if the deck you found in your bag is still fully legal. I have feedback on the suspension list. How should I communicate that? That's cool. So they are taking community stuff. If you wish to send official feedback on the suspension list, please email Sean O'Brien at S'O'Brien at rochesterccg.com. I'll put that in the description box below. Why were these cards suspended? This is cool. Like, they actually wrote up like kind of like how UVS Games does. They explain a little blurb upon why. So Thermal Blast is a 13 difficulty attack. In Standard, the quest to pass a 13 and make it connect carries a suitable reward in a game that has gone long. It is effectively impossible to play before turn 3. In contrast, the retro card pool provides many ways to play it without a control check. For characters like Natali and Drillman, Thermal Blast is a one-card combo. Drawn on the second turn, and the rival stage loses all its text. And they also just lose their entire stage. We hope that these fans continue to enjoy these discount Colossus Titans and other spicy bombs that aren't quite as polarizing. Shiva and Goro. These two four-hand sized characters are unique design experiments that stretch the boundaries of UniVersus. Goro and Shiva provide their players with a thrilling amount of power in exchange for extreme swings of variance. And the rivals receive an ultimatum. To win, you have to count to 40. Too frequently, these games will be one-sided, as either the Shokan fails to launch and limps along for a few turns without almost no foundations, or the rival is simply not equipped to compete. That's true. Devil Jin. Devil Jin combines explosivity with the multiple keyword in addition to the unbelievable ceiling of raw damage output. His ability to produce a wide swing of attacks without concern for progressive difficulty. Devil Jin has a unique interaction with the wide range of bracketed card pool abilities on effects old and new. I actually think this is probably just something in the future that they may have to do in standard. Like, if they print enough card pool abilities on cards that Devil Jin can play, he's going to become a problem. Like, I really do, like, he's going to hamper the card pool bracket design, the card pool abilities. So it just depends, like, if they make them, like, they could make them on non-Devil Jin symbols, but on Devil Jin symbols, you probably will see less and less card pool effects. Ken 2. Ken has been a constant competitive archetype unto himself in every format where he's legal, starting in 2018 Standard and continuously through the shift to Retro. In short games, he can high roll huge damage output with no material cost. In long games, he gets an unparalleled level of card economy. This is true. He can just high roll you off the bat turn 2. I remember back in the day, Miles Tyler trying to kill people on turn 1. And it works. Like, if you check 5s, you just kill people. So I can understand that. So this is really cool. I'm really glad they did this little write-up, too. He posted this, and this is in Tam Cardwell's Discord. But I know that he also has it posted, I believe, in the main Discord. So yeah, so if you want to check that out. But yeah, so I totally appreciate Sean taking the time out of his weekend to set this up and give us some info. It does open up the retro format a little more, so you don't have to worry about getting blitzed out. I mean, you probably still have to worry about that sometimes. But like Ken 2, super aggressive, very good. Devil Jin just nukes you from the sky out of nowhere. Luckily, I don't play competitive retro. I play just pickup games at my local LGS. But I have, or with random people. I'm not really, I've played with those cards back in the day. I don't really need to, re-deal with those. But I do play a Robert from King of Fighters deck. It is my fun, like, gimmick deck. It's just a meme. It just tries to powerful you to, maybe I'll do a deck profile. Because I know I did one retro deck profile, so maybe I'll do another one. And I like doing that with the real cards because it looks cool, because they're really nice to see. And then I have like that Kotal Khan deck that I've showed off. So, but that's all I got for you guys today. For Rochester Retro, it's like a little special blurb because Sean dropped some news today. So this will be in addition to my normal video today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the suspended list. I love the idea of a suspended list. I don't see these guys coming back unless something kind of like gets really banned. But I don't see them coming back off the suspended list unless maybe they want to retry it and see if there's more tools to deal with these guys. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit those bells for notifications so you don't miss a video. And everyone, have a good week.